There seems to be something that has happened pretty recently that's really shaken up your world and has made you have to really change how you think about things, people, your life. Maybe you really had to switch up your life circumstances because of a health condition or a tragedy or a trauma or a sudden change. But there was something here that disrupted, and it was traumatic, but it was freeing at the same time. I'm hearing it got you to really branch out and do new things, which you felt like you wouldn't have done. You were kind of in a rut, and it was hard for you at the time to acknowledge that to yourself because you thought you weren't asking for enough, but you didn't know how much to ask for because people around you were taking advantage of you. Here, I'm seeing now that you see your worth a lot more, and you are really connecting with your emotions more instead of allowing yourself to kind of drown here. It's like there was a situation here where you were in all these roles. You had to take these roles on, or you took these roles on that weren't yours. Like swimming underwater, it wasn't your responsibility. It wasn't your function, but it was put on you. Or, emotionally, physically, there was this burden you felt like you were holding here. But now I'm seeing with the Emperor, it's like you're taking authority over the situation as best as you can here. You're communicating the best you can. You're focused on clearing your head out and thinking clearly and being optimistic in a way that you are seeing the bigger picture, the Knight of Wands, so that you can make decisions instead of overthinking things as much. And I'm hearing short-term pain for long-term gain. There's also this energy of like not indulging as much anymore with Five of Cups reverse. Yeah, you're not indulging as much. Maybe you still feel like it could be better, but you've come a long way. All you really need to do, it is hard, and it's like you feel like maybe with some of your behaviors that you're not, but you're doing the best that you can with the situation. And if you apply more, more techniques to thinking and all that, I feel like you'll do even better, or you'll do better than you have in a while here with that, with money, with, situations here. But you're really healed a lot. There hasn't been a lot of people around. You let go of a lot of ideas and beliefs about yourself and about situations. Even though you think that you haven't. I'm seeing that you have. You really have. You see things as cycles. You're a lot more mature. You deal with disappointments a lot better. You respond to disappointments a lot better, more maturely, more patient. You've gotten to know yourself a lot better here. You become the medicine woman in your own life, giving yourself the nurturing that you need, but also the discipline and the boundaries that you feel like, you need to. And that the seeds have been planted and they're about to sprout for you. Just right now, it's about maintaining the growth, watching over it and nurturing it, and not being too hard on yourself when you don't always get it done that day or the way that you want. The intention's there, the effort is there. I'm hearing like, if anything, you need to reset more. A lot more. And rest. Because you have more on your plate than most people. Still, unfortunately. But it's because of circumstances here. But there's changes coming for you here. Seeing, after coming out of stagnation, it's like halfway. Maybe it's been like this for like 6 months. Or like for quite a bit, but it's like you're at this halfway point where it's like, okay, now things are going to seem to have more visible results. They did before, but you weren't seeing it in a dramatic way. Now you're going to start seeing things in more of a dramatic way here. You're going to see it in a way that makes more sense, and you're ready for it, even though maybe you don't feel like you're ready for it here. We have, yes. So there's a win-win forecast. Maybe it's not a situation that you felt like could have a win-win, but it does here. And that will bring peace to this victory for you, which is what I feel like you need and what you really want ultimately in the end of the day. Yeah, your hard work is pulling off. Beautiful. New moon in Capricorn here. So release the negativity from the past. The worst is over here. And I feel like you're coming towards more independence and an ending that's been hard. So work through your fears here and use your intuition to release that, because it's might be like post-traumatic stress a bit and worrying and isolation, but it's definitely not your future, and it's not an indication of your future here.